Howdy folks, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system, located underneath the art field I found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. Still got a bit of the cold going on. It's not a bad, horrible cold. So if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm slapping myself whenever I say and you think I'm making this up. I'm not. No, I made that one up. Okay. I got up today and I felt like doing some painting, and I decided to paint over the one painting that I always thought I would never paint over or improve. I'm not saying completely paint over. I love certain elements of it. It's my Ed Wood painting, and I'm going to have to show it. There it is. Okay, that's the front of it. And okay, now we'll show the inside. Open the door, and that's what. It's just easier. I can't see. There's a knob and a door. It opens. Okay. There's the inside once again, and there's no back. I signed the front of it, so I didn't sign the back. I painted over the old signature thing on the back. And the reason why I got into the Ed Wood thing again is because Bold Radish, I mentioned him that I had this original Ed Wood script, and he said, why don't you do something with it? And I pulled it out and I looked at it, and there's so many pages, and I don't want to mess with it because it's an original. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you just pause and fill the spaces with a vacuum, that's okay. So I don't want to damage it by handling it. But I've been thinking about that would be a perfect vehicle, because I'm not going to write my own script, don't think. No, I'm not. To do one of his, to make a video based on his, that was close. That's kind of like part of the sentence though. One of his scripts. So I found one of his scripts on eBay, and I bought it today. Been up forever. I got it for almost nothing. 90 pages. 90-page script, Tomb of Vampires or something. I don't know. I don't recall the name. Anyway, certainly it's a reproduction. Obviously, it's a reproduction. Not sold like that, but I don't care. I think I may do that. I think I may do that in a painting based on that. But this is like the overall Ed Wood thing with the Bela Lugosi suggestion on the front. As I said, I was so literal. Even though it was abstract, my stuff was abstract. It was still very literal, and I have to get away from that. And it's much better, far more interesting. In fact, Tink understood that, because she bought paintings from me that I thought were highly suggestive, abstract. You know, when I was just starting to do that, and she saw the value in that sort of thing. I think, even before I did. Anyway, so then on the inside, I forgot what I put on the inside. It's Ed's Star. Did I say I was not going to explain this stuff anymore? Ed's Rising Star. I left a few of the portraits of some of his characters, the actors that work for him. I reworked. There's the typewriter he used to just write all of the stuff with, the bottle of booze, and an angel holding an Angora sweater for him, and he's got a serious look on his face, because I think he had to be serious about putting together these movies, even though he was obviously crazy when it came to how he wrote and all that. Not bad crazy, just very interesting. Anyway, I am going to put the guilty pleasure video in with this, and I watched it and I thought, so I researched. The guilty pleasure was, maybe I'll just do it all over again. We all have these guilty pleasures, something that we enjoy that we don't really talk about that much, or we guard against it, guard against who we talk to mention these things that we like. Because it would cast us it would break the character mold that we've set up for ourselves. I don't think this breaks the character mold, but I'm one of my guilty pleasures, like if you like to listen to ABBA, you listen to like jazz or classical music, but you also have an ABBA CD or an album that you listen to. You would never go to your classical music buddies and say that, would you? I mean, you would probably be guarded about that fact in your life. It's not a bad thing. With me, on Friday nights, I like to watch cage fighting in the octagon on Spike TV. And my wife hates that because she's I can't understand why these guys hurt themselves the way they do. There's something wrong about that. For me, it's like a sport and an art. But then I watched the video on YouTube, which was just stringing together all these horrible things. I'm thinking, now I'm feeling even more guilty about even mentioning that I like it, because these people could die doing this stuff. I can't believe nobody's gotten killed yet doing it, you know. But then again, you could skydiving, and there are a lot of motocross, and there's all sorts of sports. Racing cars, you could get killed. So why not allow people to beat themselves up if they agree to it?
1, 2, 3. Oceanic, you are wonderful to see. Oceanic, very nice to stay with you. I'm on 6, I see. You're a shining star. Oceanic, you're the soonest mighty thing.
For our amusement, our guilty pleasure amusement. Because I'm not for violence, you know, and
Oceanic, bring your idol to the throne.
entertainment that promotes violence doesn't necessarily agree with me. I wasn't going to get into all this. Why am I going on about this? Did I even turn this thing on? Did I turn the sound thing on? Is everything on? It's on. It's going to take so long to process this. I'm using the good camera. There's no point in it because I'm not going to show it like this. With this, like, you know, open. I was going to play a song. Here's a song and playing it right now. And that's the end of this video.